Invasion angle.
Taking these off.
All right, here we go. Episode 8. We're on a cruise, dog. The Jericho cruise. And remember, everyone, don't bring up Vince. Jericho said you can't say shit about it. So we're not. We can't and we won't.
Jason did, and that's why he's in the jail.
Well, actually, that's part of the reason, but it's mostly just because it came up in conversation when I was stealing Jericho's underwear.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not all bad.
Told you not to try to steal it the first night, dude.
Got its perks.
A little more patience.
I can't even see it.
You can't even see it. Yeah, it's a magic. It's a mystic drink. It's a tiki drink.
Oh, man.
Just
Oh,
like
there
I
you go.
told you guys. You know I was going to be drinking a tiki drink, even if I'm locked up.
Well, too bad you're locked up and John's in the boiler room because I'm out here doing some DDPY on the poop deck.
Yeah, how did that work out? That's because you met Jericho back in the day?
I met DDP back in the day at he went to the Catholic school in Tom's River where I live, so.
Didn't you meet Jericho though?
Oh, I did beat Jericho. Yeah, you're right.
Didn't he sign like a napkin for you or some shit, or like
He signed a ripped up bulletin in 2007, like a piece of paper.
So you pulled that card on him.
And at the same time, he asked me if I wanted to go on the Jericho cruise in 15 years.
And we said yeah.
And I said yeah.
He's all about long-term storytelling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you said yeah. I want the full accommodations, and my two friends put him in a prison in a boiler room. But he gave me a 12-pack.
He came through.
Well, dude, I was told.
Hey, I'm not complaining at all.
I was told I was going to be in the Luther suite.
Oh, the butler quarters.
The butler quarters, yeah.
You forgot your bow tie, though.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's punishable from 6 to 10.
Story of my life. Yeah,
I can't. But we got some wrestling to watch later here on the boat. We saw Fozzy, which was cool. I mean, Jericho, wow, he's still doing it. Pro wrestler, rock and roll star. What can you say?
Scarf enthusiast.
Yep. The original.
Studded belt. Consigliere.
Yep.
I couldn't think of another word.
Dented chest enthusiast.
Yeah. Yeah, Kofi's a part of that crew. That's cool. It's a good club to be in.
They should make a faction.
Dented chest advocate,
Steiner,
I would say.
Steiner's definitely running the stable.
You see that
His is the
video
biggest one. It's wild.
Of Steiner at Ring Ka-King, and he runs up to the crowd, and they all run away, terrified.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. It's like
Bruiser Brody
shit, Bruiser Brody shit back in the day, dude.
Amazing.
So I've only seen a few videos of certain wrestlers over all of history that can do that. He's definitely one of them. I'd be scared.
Mm-hmm. The other one was the Velveteen Dream at the YMCA show.
Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that.
Go watch the Chris. Yeah. Bro, that's like, not to go off topic, that was a real thing. It was almost a real thing. When Velveteen Dream got canceled and released from the WWE, his first show back was a YMCA show in my town that got shut down because they booked him and he didn't get to wrestle on it.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't in like, yeah, I feel like with the allegations on him.
Yeah. It was like 6 minutes away from my house.
Yeah.
There was a video that came out of him recently that I didn't really watch.
Chris Van Fleet did a interview with him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it came out yet though.
Either way, let you bring your cat on the fucking ship, dude. What the hell?
In the boiler room.
Yeah, but that's why I got to come on to the boiler room because like, you got a cat because you got rats down there. We need him to eat the rats, so I said yeah, she'll eat them. She'll eat them, and yeah. Mm-hmm. So she was ready for a vacation. So was I, and yeah.
We all.
Yeah, I'm living it up.
Yeah, he just said, "Don't bring Cat Williams," and I was like, "How dare you, Jericho?"
That's fucked up.
He said, "Well, he's like, I don't want Brad to feel bad and not feel like he's the best stand-up on the ship." And I was like, Jericho, Jericho, without him here, he's not the best stand-up on the ship. Am I right?
Dude, DDP even gave out some CDs for DDP Yoga 1 and 2.
Oh, that's awesome.
What a guy.
I wish I was there for that.
I remember we got some type of DDP yoga sticker or merch at the WrestleCon that we were at 2019 WrestleMania weekend.
I have his shirt, but I don't think it fits me anymore because I've been off my DDPY.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's all about that time that we get into the DDPY.
I tried.
You can do it from a cell, you know.
Is it too hard?
I don't know. It was just okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just weird. I was at college and had a roommate, so I didn't want Phil to walk in while I was doing my DDPY.
Yeah, and you're a downward dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, college is a time to experiment, am I right?
That's true.
Explore your body. Yeah. Anyway.
Okada to
WWE.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, speaking of experiments,
that would be an experiment.
It would be. Because initial reports are saying like, oh, because like I don't know, a lot of the clickbait will get some news and then they'll just put their own ideas on it. He's like, oh, and he might go through NXT, like he might or he won't. Like I don't. He would be fine going through NXT and ripping through that, winning the title.
I don't think
and working his way up. I think he'll go straight to the roster.
Mm-hmm.
I think because
people are trying to like if Okada came, like they're trying to compare to when like Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, and Shinsuke were on NXT, but that was like a different. NXT was a different animal back then. Like the NXT now is way more, I think, like young people and developmental stuff than it was then.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I don't
think they put him there.
Well,
yeah, I think he gets like that.
Triple H said that they're going to be going for stronger realism in the product. I don't know if you saw that.
I did, but like, I don't think they are.
Yeah, it's wrestling. Come on. What are we doing here?
It can only go, but like Triple H's like idea of that is like Raw Underground, like the no ring bullshit. Like,
yeah, I thought that was
Raw
Shane.
Underground was so.
Oh yeah,
good.
it was Shane.
And they brought it back for NXT like 3 or 4 weeks ago. They had an NXT underground match.
Maybe it wasn't all Shane then.
Yeah, I think.
Was Dabba-Kato in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a bunch of say he's still there. He's still. Well, no one got him out. He's still down there. He hasn't. Underground. He hasn't left. Yeah.
I was gonna say without that we wouldn't have Omos. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. He was the bodyguard too. Yeah. Yeah. Homo sapiens.
Was he even wrestling?
Homo sapiens.
He was just a bodyguard.
Yeah, he was Shane's bodyguard. That was like his first appearance.
It was a hook moment. Everyone was like, when is he gonna fucking do something?
Oh, yeah.
It would have been cool, like if Shane they wasted that shit, dude. Like Shane could have had like a cool stable, a big, fuck you to everybody because he doesn't get along with his dad, Triple H, or his sister. And he's got giant Omos walking around and all the Homo sapiens, following. And I'm still an Homo sapien.
And then maybe he would have won the Rumble.
Yeah.
That 1 year.
Maybe and he probably would have had a better match at WrestleMania. He wouldn't have to do a little 5-minute spot with Shane this past year and get hurt.
Tears ACL.
Yeah. He's not going out like that. They got to give him a proper send-off, Shane O'Mac.
Yeah, they're sending him to TNA.
I think he needs Texas Death Match with his dad.
They're exchanging Okada for Shane McMahon. The New Japan WWE trade.
That would be amazing.
So I was gonna say before. So I think we're talking about Okada where he comes through. Like I think it would make sense he gets the AJ Styles treatment because he's been around a while, like AJ too. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I would say like more of the audience how much more of the audience do you think knew that AJ Styles when he came to WWE compared to like how much the current audience that watches main roster knows Okada? Like definitely more people knew AJ, but
that's just because AJ wrestled in TNA for so long, and that's an American audience.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a difference, though.
Yeah, but I think a lot of WWE fans that don't know NJPW too well, or even know Okada that well, like just the
Mhm.
fact that they know that he's like a big free agent and WWE beat him out, beat AEW out, like that's just like that's
Allegedly.
good. And that's yeah, no, exactly. Well,
Mhm.
that's like the W like fan standpoint, like from that standpoint, like yeah, I don't know why the boiler room just lost power for a
Mhm.
second,
That's him.
but
Because
but yeah, like
I'm still in that
yeah,
fence where it's like I don't believe that Okada's going anywhere until he shows up. And that's the same
yeah,
with
no, yeah,
that's the same with like Sasha, Mercedes Moné, like all of that stuff. Like I
yeah,
don't believe they're going anywhere until they're there.
yeah. But if Okada does show up, like all WWE fans will be like, "Yeah, I love him. Like we beat AEW again.
Yeah,
Like I love
yeah.
this guy. I just want to love this guy just to be a fucking whatever." But
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah, but
Sasha shows up. I hope
who
Mercedes
knows?
does though. Do you think she's gonna call herself Sasha? I guess
No.
so, right? Because that's. Do you think she'll
What if she
stick to
shows up to
Mercedes?
AEW or
No,
WWE?
WWE.
No,
Do you think she would?
She'd be Sasha again.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
I was
Matt
gonna say
Cardona wouldn't
I
change
don't.
though.
That'd be cool though. I don't
Yeah.
think Okada. I think they're saying he's still working February dates with New Japan, so I don't think he's showing up at the Rumble this weekend.
Yeah, I think they said like the 31st he's officially out of his contract with
Ooh, that
NJPW.
makes yeah, I think I heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
but
like a couple
I
days
think he's still
after.
working dates though. Yeah,
Yeah, he probably agreed to do like a few dates after it and like
just how
sign like a
like Osprey still working New Japan dates in February too.
yeah. I also what I have to say like I've always leaned towards Okada going to AEW, but I always did get an impression from Okada that he didn't have as close knit, like he didn't love AEW as much as some guys did, like Osprey and
Hmm.
Switchblade. You know what I mean? He like because wasn't he not on the first pay per view?
He
The
might have been
first
hurt. Oh no!
or-
Which one? All in or Double or Nothing?
when did he? Because I remember there was a pay per view because I was supposed to end up facing like CM Punk and he didn't at
Oh, that was
the Worlds
Forbidden Door.
Collide
Forbidden
Forbidden
Door.
Door too.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like I
I
don't
thought
know,
he
like
did
it didn't
verse
seem
someone
like
though.
it.
I thought he did verse someone there.
He ended up versing someone like I forget who it
I
was,
feel
but
like
like
it was
yeah,
like
I
a
don't know.
triple threat or something. I'll look it up.
Well, he
What
did a
year was
triple
that?
threat with Jay White and Adam Cole, right, for the title.
Was that 21 or 22?
I think that was the first one, and then the second one, maybe that was the second
How
one.
many have there been?
There's been two Forbidden Doors, right? I
Okay,
believe.
then it'd be
So
22 then. Let me look.
22 and 23. But yeah, so like I don't know, but like I'm sure Okada too is like he's looking at, Switchblade joined AEW not too long ago. Most recently Osprey, Kota Ibushi. Like, so I feel like there's a part of him that's definitely like maybe I should do
Mhm.
something else because where does he belong in like the main card in AEW? You know what I mean? Like he's gonna have to be like
Yeah, I
he'll be a
agree.
champion at some point. Like it's hard. Where are they gonna fit him in? Like yeah, like I feel like AEW they would use him to have a lot of different dream matches all the time, but like I don't know how much story like I don't you know what I mean? Like I don't know where he fits in the main event
Hmm.
storyline as far as I don't know the next 4 or 5 months. Like I'm sure eventually, but like I don't know. I think
And plus,
WWE
like
would be an okay fit too.
when you talk about like Jay White and Osprey, like they're both younger guys and have a lot more to give
Yeah,
like in the ring than Okada, who's 36.
yeah,
I'm not saying Okada obviously can still go, but like Osprey and Jay White want to show out in their like main years of being in their prime.
yeah. And
So I
that's why
think
it's such
AEW is the right fit for them.
yeah, and that's why it's such those are such big free agent pickups
Hmm.
for AEW because yeah, you're getting prime talent
Yeah,
for
but so
sure.
at Forbidden Door, it was 2022 Jay White versus Hangman versus Adam Cole versus Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight.
I forgot Hangman was in that. It was a fail for. He
Hmm.
snuck his way in.
Well, I think that's when Adam Cole and Hangman were feuding. Remember
Yeah,
that
yeah. Name
summer?
it just
So
all intertwined it. And then what
mhm.
did he do with the second Forbidden Door?
Oh fuck, I just deleted it. I feel wasn't it?
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like I should remember that.
Yeah, I know.
What
Forbidden Door
was
1
it?
was a lot
Daniels?
better
It
than
was
Forbidden Door
Danielson.
2.
Was it was
It was
Danielson, wasn't
Danielson?
it? Wasn't it?
Well, because they Or was that Wrestle Dream they fought him and Danielson? Or maybe Danielson did, yeah, he broke his arm at Forbidden Door too.
Yeah, he beat Okada.
Yeah, with a broken arm, and then he ended up losing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And then didn't he fight Okada
for
at,
NJPW's event, Wrestle Kingdom?
Wrestle Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know who he fought at Wrestle Dream. Didn't Okada fight there too, or am I bugging? I think I'm crazy.
I thought I know. I thought the same thing. For some reason, I thought that Okada did fight on Wrestle Dream too. Who did Danielson fight at Wrestle Dream?
I don't think he fought. Wasn't he hurt?
He was still hurt. Okay. I don't know if he made his
no, he
return
did. He
yet.
fought. I thought Danielson fought Zack Sabre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okada was not on Wrestle Dream.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Okada either way, like he does well in either. He would. I think he would kill it both.
He's gonna do well.
Yeah, if he goes to WWE, how do you think they would book him for WrestleMania? Would they just have him versus Shinsuke?
That's like the easy story, I guess.
Yeah, right.
That's
right.
like the lazy story.
Or do you think they would have? Do you think they would have them team up or be rivals, like starting off him and Shinsuke?
I don't know. I feel like you're not giving say like he shows up in March, right? Yeah. I don't think there's enough time to build a cool enough or just like a worthy enough story for Shinsuke versus Okada.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I feel like that's a match you want to build up and do down the line. So maybe just have them team up.
Yeah, dude, Okada versus Gunther would be good though. For the IC title.
That'd be fucking sick.
That would be like.
No, you're right. That's the money match.
Right? And it would be a great way for him to win the IC title too. Mm-hmm. And Gunther talks about his time in Japan and stuff like that. And yeah, because then after that, you can have so many different awesome matches with Okada, and he puts talent over so much because they're going to have great matches with him, win or lose.
And if I'm WWE and I sign Okada, I'm not changing a single thing about him, like down to like even the ring music. Just like whatever he wants to do, give it to him and just let him go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that'd be so sick if you had Gunther there and then you heard the coin drop and Okada comes out and shit like that. But
yeah, and the match they would put on would be fucking insane. And yeah, I don't know. There's so many options, and Okada never got a chance to face Punk. That was always something that was out there too. So it's kind of funny that
Punk's too busy hanging out with all the NXT girls to fight Okada.
Yeah,
I keep seeing pictures of him with all the NXT girls online again.
Dude,
he just loves everyone back.
Everyone loves Punk, all right.
What a positive part of the locker room.
They all grew up when Punk was at his biggest. So.
Yeah, I mean, he is the chick magnet, but he's basically everyone's heroes too.
Not Matthew and Nicholas Jackson though.
I know. I considered for the crews just doing a thin mustache the whole time to be like Matthew and Nicholas.
There's like a quote that they say, the Bucks, in that promo that is like a quote that was used to describe Vince McMahon. I don't know, it's a deep cut, but they say something about, I wouldn't do anything, like I wouldn't ask anyone to do something I wouldn't do myself, is like what he said.
That's from like the Gronk thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
When Gronk was doing like the jump down from
maybe I just saw something about it. I saw something about it in Promo Joe video.
Yeah, that was to drive the narrative with that, because he's been saying that for years, even since not on camera, but that was the first time he was like, "See, I do, I do anything anyone else will do here," and that's why he started doing a lot of hardcore matches and stuff during Attitude Era, getting color, taking insane chair shots to the head, and just So he's like, "See, you guys can do it." All right, fine.
It's like just because he can do it doesn't mean you should do it.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that, I'm sure, because it's this old guy comes out and jumps off, and it's all right, well, fuck, thanks for making me look like an asshole.
And you'd think out of all people, Gronk wouldn't give a shit and just do it and not be scared, but
I know he's got 280-pound linebackers hitting him at full speed.
I can
And
still
even
never.
besides that, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I can still never forgive Gronk for being the worst cameo in Good Burger 2, which is
Bro,
otherwise a
I don't even
fantastic
remember it.
movie. He just has a dumb joke, and it's like, why are you here? It has nothing.
He always has dumb jokes, dude. That's his thing. That's his gimmick. Yeah.
But you'd think
That's
like
it.
even besides like if he wasn't a football player, he would just be like a big frat guy. You think he wouldn't be scared to jump onto something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fuck Gronk.
Yeah.
No,
But
I'm joking. I'm joking.
He'll come for you, dude. He's a
He's gonna
24/7 champ for life.
miss a field goal and then come for me.
He's a
Yeah.
little too dumb to find you though.
Yeah. So what I thought was
sorry.
No, I thought it was interesting with the Matt and Nick thing. We were talking about last week a little bit like Sting and Darby. Like, do we think they would win the tag titles going into Revolution and have that be a tag champion match? And it's possible now that they've scheduled that match
in Phoenix.
And that
why not make the
maybe...
stakes higher? Yeah, I mean, like, it's his last match. Like, he's against the Bucks, so yeah, now we're heels now, but like it was a little random, so why not make like add some stakes to it, like titles? And it'd be cool to see Sting have the title for like what, a month or so.
No, the Bucks are definitely winning those titles from them.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that that's the storyline. Like the storyline is they're EVPs and they're booking themselves to win the titles and blah blah blah. And like the Bucks are already hated by the majority of like random people. So like this is just gonna piss people off more. Having Sting lose his first match ever and it's the belts, you know what I mean? And it's a retirement match to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like that's just gonna give him more hate, which is really kind of funny as fuck. Like
they're playing into their hand.
Yeah,
there's no reason to try to make everyone like you. Just go deeper with the heat, man, and it's awesome. And I hope they do like the thumbtack super kicks to Sting, and he leaves with no white face paint, just all blood.
Yeah,
he better get color in his last match, right?
Like, real color yet?
He did accidentally when he busted his mouth.
Yeah, but that was like his mouth. I mean, yeah, I want like streaming color down his face.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if he's. I feel like he might have gotten color before in one of his matches.
I know he did bust his mouth open, but that wasn't like anything crazy.
I'm trying to think of if I can remember his forehead bleeding at all. I'm not sure because I feel like we would have remembered like people on the internet being like, "Oh man, why are you letting a 65-year-old get color on TV?"
I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
fuck.
All I can find is his mouth.
Be like, fuck you. We're gonna have a 76-year-old get color on live TV, and his name's Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's true.
He should get color too. They should all just.
He's on blood thinner, so he's gonna.
Yeah, the Jacksons will super kick him too for sure. He has to want to take a super kick and join the party. He loves the party.
Are you guys ready for Netflix and Phil?
Yeah, I am ready for Netflix and Phil. Okay. And I think everybody has been ready for Netflix and Phil for a very long fucking time. All right. That's all everyone's been. I mean, I like it because they say WWE they'll probably be doing there's obviously ideas of doing other projects like films and TV shows and all this other stuff. So that would be awesome to get some WWE wrestlers in like Netflix crazy funded films with some throw some awesome people in. I don't know, they've got so many different things they can do. It's a 10-year deal.
That could be
10 years.
A fun film renaissance for WWE studios, who have made some amazing flicks in the past. I gotta say,
you guys are Netflix and red pilled. It's all about CZW and Tubby or Tubi.
CZW, CZW and Tubby.
Yeah, CZW and Tubby.
I'm glad that's on Tubi though. That's pretty good.
Dude, Tubi doesn't let anyone down, and they also have this like, I don't know, it's like Wrestling All-Star Classics or something, and each episode is like different indie matches from I don't know, it's all different time periods from the 90s to whenever. So it's cool to see Tubi doing that. Tubi. Yep, and then you got CW doing free NWA streaming too. So two different streaming services where you can get your wrestling for free.
Listen,
All
I
right.
just want Netflix to stop asking me if this is a new household, okay? Don't worry about it, all
Uh,
right? And now that WWE's on it, all right, they're gonna be doing In Your House, probably on Netflix. And it's like, can I get a break?
yeah,
I get
it's
a break.
Can I get a
but
break?
it's uh another $1 billion deal though with WWE killing it.
5 billion.
5 billion.
5 bill Phil.
Yeah, it beat the because like the Fox deal was 4 billion or was
I have
for
no idea.
SmackDown, I believe. And then the Peacock deal was like a billion, 1 billion.
Yeah, so what's going on with that? I guess the network
So
stays
yeah,
on Peacock
so
until that shit expires, and then Netflix can
yeah,
buy
so
them,
yeah, so the archive, like the archives are gonna be still on Peacock until 2026.
and the PPVs
So
too.
yeah. So I think yeah, first Netflix will just have Raw, which will stream
Hmm.
live, and you'll probably be able to watch the Raws, I'm guessing. I don't know if there's
Yeah,
like I feel like you'll be able to watch it probably same day or right
and
after. I'm
isn't the
guessing.
SmackDown deal ending soon? Like the Fox deal?
Yeah, yeah. So SmackDown is what?
I heard that's going to USA or some shit.
Yeah, SmackDown's going to USA,
Hmm.
and then NXT is supposed to be on the CW apparently, or possibly still just like on the live television.
Hmm.
Um,
But
so
on the
that's
CW, are characters welcome? Like on
they
USA?
are.
Okay, I
Yep,
hope so.
especially Billy Corgan. He is welcome and he is there.
Hey, listen, if he's invited to Disney World, invite him wherever else, you know? I was gonna ask though, when is Tony Khan gonna pull the trigger on some kind of streaming? I
Bro, we've
think
been
we've
waiting for
asked,
like 2 years
Dude,
for this guy to pull a trigger on something like
yeah.
I
that.
don't know. And he's
Side,
literally works with Warner Bros. Discovery. Like, I don't like make the HBO, make the Max deal happen, dog.
Hmm.
side note, I was at a museum here in Savannah, Georgia before we took off, for the Rock and Wrestling cruise. And it's a Gray Face Museum, and we saw this one photo, and it's a bearded
Oh,
lady. It
that's
looks a
Tony
lot
Khan.
like Tony.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That's fucked up.
Michelle pointed that out. I was like, it's really him. Anyway,
He's always been a part of the
Great
circus.
that's why you
lineage
guys gotta watch the video version, okay? It really opens you up to a whole world of
of Jason in jail.
me in jail. Guess who's going to jail tonight?
Jason goes to jail.
He-
But
Ernest, scared, stupid.
but yeah, I think AEW it eventually like they'll end up on Max. And I think well Max was considering, adding WWE like only a month or so ago. So I think now that Netflix has it, Max is like, all right, of course we're gonna. I think they'll want to seal the deal more, and perhaps Tony will get a better deal out of it
like
money
this show.
wise. But I don't know. What? Yep. Hell yeah. I
That's
don't like
Ernest.
it. I love it.
Yeah,
Ernest is a
no,
true hero.
Ernest is a true hero. He would have been a great wrestling
Did he
manager.
have wrestling crossovers? Did he have
I don't
any
know.
wrestling crossover? I would feel like he'd have to have at least like one small spot or something.
It
Yeah,
would
He
make
had to,
it would make sense,
he
right?
almost made a
or had like
wrestling.
any WWE or
Yeah,
ex wrestlers.
listen to this. Ernest almost made a wrestling Ernest movie. It was referred to
Oh,
as
what happened?
Wrestling Ernest. That was going to be the name of the movie.
That's fucking sick.
Wow.
So why didn't it was going to be a WWE was so the reason why it didn't happen is because the Attitude
Benoit.
Era happened and they
Oh,
were moving away from this lighthearted programming, I suppose. Because there's going to be a crossover at WWE according to
fucking
this
bullshit.
weird website that is
So
saying
what
this.
year was that? Like 97, I guess? 96?
98. The treatment for the film is dated August
Oh,
19th, 1998.
I'll never forgive the WWE for that.
Yeah, like
Another reason why they're
everyone
on the
everyone's
list.
looking back in nostalgia to the Attitude Era when we could be looking back in nostalgia at Jim Varney wrestling film. Do you think it would have been better than Ready to
Even wrestling
Rumble?
Stone Cold, dude, they can both exist. No need to compare two masterpieces.
True. It's like comparing an
Yeah.
apple to an orange.
What year was that supposed to come out?
He said the treatment was in '98.
Well, I think one way that we can connect Ernest to wrestling is if John Cena finally plays him in a film, because
Jack to Ernest.
Ernest goes to the gym.
Yeah,
Anyway,
dude, that'd be kind of funny, honestly.
yeah, I'd watch it.
This man's, you're kind of smart.
Hey, listen, that was my elevator pitch.
Shit,
That's all I got for you.
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
When the fucking investors come knocking, we're gonna think back on this episode.
And
Anyway.
Chris Jericho's rocking.
Rockin'
The Rockin'
and rolling.
Razor Wrestling Cruise.
It's been crazy, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be a crazy 4 days. And
What's the craziest thing you got?
Yeah,
I know
'cause
it's the first night, but what is the craziest thing you've seen so far?
Mark Henry's in a thong swimsuit.
I missed that because I've been in the
that
jail
was
most of the day.
I missed that too.
Oh,
I missed
well,
that
I
too
asked him.
because Jericho says,
Go ahead.
yeah, Jericho says I can only be out on the deck like while the sun's out for about 20 minutes at each day.
That's all you need, though.
Yeah,
It's basically you're basically in a sauna in the boiler room, so you're fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
Craziest
But
thing I've seen, I was chilling in here and Will Hobbs came up and I was like, holy shit, powerhouse. And then he opened up the little like slot in the jail thing where they gave me my food and he ripped a big fart. And he went, powerhouse. Anyway.
Hobbs and
But
Shaw.
yeah, besides that, we're having fun, you know. Things
well,
that
Yeah.
you'll never expect to
what about
see
John? What
on
was
this
John's
cruise.
wildest thing he saw?
Yeah, what's the craziest thing you've seen?
I did see
A fan putting on deodorant?
no, like Brad Williams.
He didn't see
He
it.
was yeah, I saw him last night. But while we were in the port of Miami, this is even before we went on the cruise ship. So I guess it's not a cruise ship story, but yeah, we were at like the Hyatt Regency and he was at the bar and yeah, I don't know, it was just really weird. A lot of just weird vibes and he was just I don't know, him and Hornswoggle ended up getting like in a fist fight
Oh
and
man,
yeah,
Shit.
yeah, I was just like, wow, dude, and Jericho sided with Brad Williams because he said, who's going to be the entertainment? Who's going to be the
dude,
funny entertainment? And I said, Jericho, I'll
Jericho's
cut a
not a
better
brother.
set than him, dude. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
it just sounds like an uncomfortable situation to be in. So I'm sorry you had to go through that.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think I think I'd rather have Leroy do stand up and replace, have
Yeah.
Nasty
Brad.
Leroy do it instead of Brad because,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll send a letter to
Yeah.
the Hyatt Regency though.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll
Tell
get
him
some
because,
comps.
yeah, he took a shit on the floor too, right at the bar.
Which one? Who?
Brad did.
Yeah, I
Oh,
could have guessed. Yeah.
you could have guessed, but I
Uh,
was thinking it was Hornswoggle because I've seen him do that at WrestleCon 2017.
Well, I think Cardona probably got a hold of Hornswoggle and calmed him down before that could happen.
Yeah, Cardona was tired because he hit up Disney World the day before per usual because he was back in Florida. I
He
think he
lives in
did.
Florida.
No, yeah, but he was out of town.
Oh, okay. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So he was back before he like drove out to Miami, to hop on the cruise, and I'm excited to see him defend the Oceanic title. I'll tell you that much, though.
Who's he fighting?
He's keeping
Speedball?
it. Yeah,
That's cool. I can't wait
it
to go
would.
watch that
Who do you guys
live.
think
Yeah,
is going to win the JCW tournament?
Who's fighting?
So you have Speedball. This is just from memory. You got Speedball, Grisham, Jordan
We're talking about
Oliver.
Jersey all. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Jersey Championship Wrestling, not
I didn't
Juggalo
know
Championship.
or Jericho Cruise Wrestling.
Okay.
I don't know. I did not know what you're talking
The
about at first.
Jericho Cruise
I
Wrestling
was like, is he still talking
Championship.
about that? Okay, go ahead.
Nah,
Go.
JCW. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I mean, who do you want to see win at the Jericho
I
Cruise
couldn't care
Wrestling?
less, honestly.
Come on, man. Big stakes here this week.
Come on, man.
ADP.
Okay, here we go. We got Matt Mikowski. I'm not too sure who that is.
I've seen him. He's cool.
Okay, right on. Charles Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Suzuki. Or no, Sasuke. I don't know.
You were piece of shit.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm not very good with that. Anyway, Jordan Oliver, like I said, Nick Wayne is going to be in it, which is pretty cool.
Jordan Oliver's the champ, right?
The Great Sasuke, that's who it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for.
Yeah, Jordan Oliver is the current
Okay.
JCW champ. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the
Which is
J
awesome.
Cup is this February.
Oh, it's a J Cup. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been awesome watching that all that young talent from GCW the past couple of years just continue to transcend in the business and go higher and higher.
Yeah.
You know, looking back at like a couple of years ago at Jordan Oliver, Blake Christian, and the one and only Nick Cage. Yeah, exactly, Nick Wayne, and like I don't know, it's dope. All three of them great trajectories for sure.
Nick Wayne got snatched up by NXT and then released for some reason.
Yeah, that was really weird. I did he ever talk about that in any type of interview? I haven't seen many interviews.
If he did,
him.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Also in the J Cup is what's it called? Billy Starks, which is pretty cool.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy's great.
Okay, you want all of them? Okay, I'll give you all of them. Rina Yamashita, Jack Cartwheel,
I think it's Myron Reed.
Myron Reed, Kerry Norton, someone with the last name Cole. I can't find the.
I know his name.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Cole Radrick, is that his name?
Yes, there you go, Cole Radrick. I should have known that. Yeah. He's great. It should have said Radrick. You know what I mean? Anyway,
maybe it's not him. Maybe it's a different guy. But
no, I think it's kind of gotta be. And then Mathers.
I just typed in Jacob on the Twitter and it's not. That didn't pop up. Something else popped up. So
yeah, what can you do? I'm just looking at their Instagram. That's like the only way to really understand what's going on in the deathmatch world is like that and Twitter.
That's not even Jacob's not even deathmatch show, is it?
No. I mean it's JCW, but I'm just saying like it's connected to GCW. Like it's like kind of hard to Google information about like any like company that's like that, I feel like.
I'm kicking you out of the Facebook deathmatch community.
Yeah, that I would say that's a less informative place rather than just a place where people are like getting mad and like it's so funny that there's like people are always talking about the tribalism between WWE and AEW, but it's like people being like, fuck XPW, ICW is the shit. And people are like, nah, GCW. People are like, nah, dude, CZW always. And I'm just like, I don't really. Is it really that serious? Is it that deep?
It is, dude.
It's all about ICW, all right? No holds bar.
I do like them.
Yeah. It was funny how Joey put that emoji.
Let's rank them right now. If now we're on deathmatch companies, let's rank them right now. Number one.
Okay.
GCW.
Number one is GCW. Yeah. GCW is 100% number one. And because they're also not just only deathmatch, like they've branched out so much and they do everything, but they still have the hardcore base for sure.
Yeah. Number two, I would say ICW. I like them a lot.
Yeah, I'd give them the 2 spot. And then after ICW, I don't like DDTs. I would probably put it 3 because they do a little bit of everything too. They're like kind of the GCW. I feel like overseas.
Japan. Yeah, true. I guess we're partial because
Yeah, because they do a lot
Americans.
of wild death matches for sure. Joey's done a bunch there, and
No, yeah,
Janela, and
definitely. And
so
they
I would
have an
put them at
extreme championship, I'm pretty sure, or hardcore, whatever it's called there.
yeah. That's the one. That's the one that Joey Janela won, and yeah, I think didn't Cardona win? No, Cardona won their Universal title, like their main one. But yeah. So I mean, if you consider them in that frame, I would put them at 3, and then after that,
Maybe
uh,
Circle Six.
yeah, definitely Circle Six is
Then
fucking dope.
CZW. Then like I don't know if it's still active, but like No Peace Underground was cool. I think it's
Yeah.
called.
Well, there was this one I was checking
Bro,
out.
I got no idea what you're talking
Because
I'm
there's
trying to
no
think.
idea anymore. But
There's this
I just
one
want
in
to
Detroit that I've seen a few different shows
Horror
from that
Slam and Hood
that
Slam too.
yeah, Nathan Mowry, I think recently. I'm not sure if those are the ones he did
Oh,
it, but they did it like
ETU is a good one too.
Well,
yeah.
they're not death
Me
Marcus
matches.
and
They're
Chris saw
Mathers
that.
indie.
is the champ.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Me and
okay,
Chris
that's
saw
you're
that.
right. You're right.
Me and
Expect
Chris saw it.
expect unexpected. That's what they're called, right?
You're right. You're right.
They're not a death match company. That's just an indie.
Hey man, I'm getting lost in the
Fuck
sauce.
you.
What ETU? Are you guys
Yeah,
talking about ETU? Yeah, we
yeah.
saw ETU. They had well,
They
was
had the
that an
Shaza
ETU
match. That
matchup?
wasn't a death
Yeah,
match though.
yeah, that was a hardcore match. That was
Hmm.
like that match still is one of my favorites,
It
dude.
banged. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Danny Demonto's the man.
I just wanted
He
to
can
make
he can do whatever.
And we saw what's his face there, the one wrestling journalist, uh, uh, Bix. We saw Bix there. Dave Bix. Is that his name?
I
You know
saw
what I'm talking about?
Sam Roberts at Wrestle Pro. He was
That means
chatting
I
up.
saw him too, because
He
he
was
wouldn't be
chat.
there if I wasn't
No,
there.
I showed up late, typical.
Yeah, but that means
And
I was still there. Oh, he was in the
you
hallway.
guys were inside, and I
Okay.
rolled up to like show my ticket to the
Hmm.
ticket
The
lady,
clerk.
and Sam Roberts was chatting her up, and I like showed up, and he was
Yeah, well,
like,
I
he
saw
got all awkward.
I saw Matt Cardona's dad at WrestleMania 35. So how do you feel
Yeah,
about that, bud?
I can't really come back at that. I made Colt Cabana mad.
That's true.
That's
I
kind
made
of
Cole Cabana happy. I said hi to him.
Yeah, you pissed Colt off, dude.
He was trying to save you though, Colt. So we respect him.
The Colt
yeah.
of personality.
So okay, so I thought Colt Cabana was a merch guy. End of story. Anyway, what's our next
We're
topic?
talking about a death match. I don't know. We didn't.
Um,
We were talking about Netflix and
Netflix and
Raw, but
Phil.
yeah, but we didn't touch upon The Rock
oh yeah,
joining TKO.
the board. Yeah, he's a board member now.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
He's
definitely
he's
he's
kind
already
of.
booking himself for Mania
I was gonna say
already.
he's doing the Young Bucks gimmick. He's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
pissed 'cause he's like, "Oh, Rock said, oh, Tanahashi is like, becoming a big time board
Oh,
member
you're
and
right.
stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
he's the president of
fuck
New Japan.
this."
I feel like in
Yeah.
his case, it's a little less justifiable than the Young Bucks because it's like
Yeah,
he's coming into this thing where like
part
he's re-
timer.
he's really Jeff Jarretting them. He's Jeff Jarrett,
Uh,
Brock Lesnaring them.
Yeah, but he's not. He's never gonna wrestle The Rock.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever going to be a time in The Rock's life where he wrestles more than 2 matches in a year ever.
no, he'll
You
never
know what I
have
mean?
to.
So he's not gonna wrestle. But I think it's a ploy for Vince McMahon to get back the reins of the XFL. You ever think about that?
That's what it's all about at the
I've
end
heard
of the
of that.
day.
Yeah, we might just have to. He might just be not on this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Leroy, of course, when we're in Miami, party too hard the night before, obviously. And
Classic.
yeah, he's sleeping on the cruise somewhere.
I hope he wakes up for the DDP yoga session tomorrow.
I hope
Yeah.
so. He better.
We're gonna be
DDP will
tearing it
be
up.
pretty upset. Yeah. I'm wearing yoga pants for sure.
I'm already
Stole,
wearing them.
yeah, I stole some from my wife. I didn't pack them.
I stole some from your wife.
Yeah, thank God.
Sorry.
She's got a good
Actually,
amount.
I bought them for your wife, so
Oh wow. Thank God. Well, it looks like she's probably out of yoga pants,
you put
so
the Amazon wish list
sorry.
on, so
I was gonna say it
Yeah.
looks like we've come full circle.
um what were we talking about? The Rock.
We're talking
Well,
about The
we
Rock.
were originally we did start talking about Ernest and stuff, but we were talking about TKO and The Rock
Mhm.
booking himself and Mania, and yeah, I don't know. And then we got into XFL, which is the UFL
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah, the
Both
USF.
those
Oh yeah,
combined.
UFL.
Yeah. 4 XFL teams, 4 USFL teams
No,
into one.
they changed it.
Isn't there like
Five XFL teams, three
oh that
USFL teams.
yeah, that's right, because Roughneck is in like the USFL division. One of them I thought I saw was
They kept all the XFL Texas teams because like that's where the headquarters is.
Can I tell you something
yeah.
crazy real
Go
quick?
ahead. Go
It's
ahead.
really not that crazy. I think you guys both know. When I would get physical therapy, my guy was an XFL player. And
Yeah,
he
was he a
was
tight
for I
end?
You
can't
did tell
remember
us this.
his name was Trayvon, and he was I think he was a tight I'm not sure. He might have been a receiver, but he was for the Brahmas, I think they're called.
It's the San
San
Antonio
Antonio.
There
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to take
Wasn't
a
it the Brahma
stance.
Bulls?
He said he met The Rock and he said he was cool. But I
I
was
would
like,
I would like to take a stance on the USF or the UFL and
Yeah.
say fuck the USF, the UFL. I hate them forever because
okay,
I was a Seattle Sea Dragons fan and they
Yeah.
decided to axe that team, and
that's
my four
fucked
other
up.
friends, we all decided as a community to be a Sea Dragons fan last year. And now we're out of team and we don't know who to root for and we're pissed off.
Well, it's time for you
Dude,
to get
I'm
into the
out of a team too,
USFL.
man. I'm out of a team
Were
too.
you a
All
Guardians
right.
fan
Yeah.
We were both Guardians fans, and then they went down
or
to
Generals?
where'd they go down? Florida?
They went to Orlando, and I saw them
Mhm.
last year in Orlando to keep my streak because
We accepted that.
I saw a game in all 3 XFL seasons that ever happened.
What was
So
the
back in
first one?
2001, I had season tickets to
Did Vinnie
the
Mac
New
come
Jersey.
out with a do-rag?
No, The Rock did though, just to kick off the game. It was at Giant Stadium. It was the New
Mhm.
Jersey New York Hitmen. And that was awesome because like the start off for the first XFL season, like instead of flipping the coin, they just put a ball in the middle of the field and had two different guys stand on each end, it's like 20 yards,
That's so
run full
crazy.
speed and dive for it. Yeah. And then that's how you decide who gets to do the like
They're
decides
wearing
whether you're
leather
kicking or
helmets.
receiving.
I remember in 2020
Yeah.
you had the XFL like trading cards. Those look sick.
Yeah, I have a pretty big book of those and I have some of the original ones too. But yeah, I got
Yeah, they didn't do any last year because they're fucking losers.
yeah, they did it. The Rock, like, yeah, he didn't do it and it pissed me off because I think the USFL did last year.
I
And
don't know, maybe.
I considered getting a box, but then they like sold out super fast on like the sites I looked at because I never saw them
Mhm.
in human form or anything. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I it sucks the Guardians are gone, but we do have a team that's in Birmingham, which is like
Oh, the Stallions?
yeah, they're 2 hours away. So I was like, I all
That's
right.
not crazy.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I went to Birmingham once because I saw Raw there a year ago for my B
Mhm.
day and cool little spot.
Yeah,
Cool little spot.
they kind of fucked everyone over if you're in the Northeast like me, because like the closest team for me is now like Washington DC, the Defenders.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like I don't understand it. Like why you don't have like
There's no
I
market.
don't
The whole
uh
it's all in like Central, South, like America, like parts of North of USA.
I mean I guess they're going for like the college football states like the states that like
Yeah,
college football more than the NFL because a lot of states down here prefer they're bigger on college
that's
football than
true.
NFL overall. And I think if you really like college football, you would like the XFL or UFL a little bit more because like a lot of these players like you're really still into, even though they didn't go to the NFL. You're like, oh, it's like the
Hmm.
Indies, really.
It's
Like,
the
so it's
Yeah, kind
NXT.
of. Yeah.
like they didn't make the WWE. So it's like I guess it's like a it's more like a TNA. It's I don't know
Yeah.
if they reach AEW levels yet, but the
So you're
ratings were
gonna,
pretty decent last
yeah,
year
they
and the
weren't
year
bad.
before. They were like some games had like 2 million, I believe, which is
So
pretty wild.
you're gonna establish yourself as a Birmingham Stallions fan?
Yeah, I'm taking this time in this moment right here to
Yeah,
goodbye Guardians. I love you, but I'm a Stallion now.
me and my other friends, we haven't fully decided on what team we want to join. We just like we're kind of in a position where we don't want to choose an XFL team because we feel weird being Sea Dragons fans and then choosing another team in our league that we kind of already hated.
Yeah, I
So
feel
I
like The
think
Rock fucked on me.
they
So
fucked on me hard, dude. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
so go to the USFL. There's
I'm
3 teams to
thinking,
choose from.
well, yeah, we're thinking about Memphis Showboats. It's a cool fucking
I
name.
was just gonna
It is,
say I'm looking at it right
yeah.
now. The Memphis
Yeah,
Showboats looks like the best team.
the best
Hey, and
names.
Memphis, I think is 5 hours from us. So
They're
Mhm.
being run by John Eugene DeFilippo.
The best names are the Memphis Showboats and the Houston Roughnecks. Those are both cool names.
yeah,
Hey,
they
listen,
are.
I think
guy
we
was
might
an
go Memphis though.
offensive. The guy that is the coach for the Showboats was a offensive coordinator for the Jaguars. So
Who's their
Wow,
coach?
say his name.
John D. Filippo.
Not a
Philip.
clue.
Dante
It's
Filippo.
like
Okay.
Italian, dude.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of like good coaches there, like former NFL and college football head
I remember
coaches.
last year that the what's his face, the Sea Dragons guy was he used to be who the fuck was he? He was like a real head coach.
Was it Jack Del Rio? Why do I think it was?
No,
It wasn't because he still has an NFL job, I think, but or so to something. Who the fuck? I know who you're talking about
it was
though.
Jim Haslett was
Jim
one of the
Jim
coaches.
Haslett.
Haslett.
Yep,
Yeah.
Jim Haslett.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I went to a XFL game and I saw Jonathan Coachman in the crowd just to bring it back to wrestling,
Wow.
guys. Come on.
I'm pretty sure Wade Phillips is a coach
What is
too.
this podcast?
Yeah, he
I didn't
is.
know
From
that
one of
there
the
was
Texas
invasion
teams.
angles in the football leagues. I didn't know that
It's wrestling football.
UFL is invading into the NFL. They're saying, "Hey, fuck you. We're different."
Yeah.
Go
Well,
They
Tony
Phillies.
show up.
Khan
What?
Tony Khan needs to bring back arena football and outdo the UFL.
Tony Khan needs
For
to bring
real.
back lingerie football,
Uh,
okay, and bring back
That's
empowerment.
that's your stance.
That's my stance.
yeah.
That's the hill that I'm dying on.
Give the Young Bucks a football team, the Jacksonville Young Bucks. All right,
Ooh, that's
let's
not
do it
bad.
Jacksonville
already.
Young Bucks.
All right, that's the team I want to fucking follow, and everyone in the crowd just has thin mustaches,
Mhm.
and
And
we
then
all
throw
just go
super
by our
kicks.
we all go by extended names. We don't no nicknames. We're proper.
Christopher Jackson.
JCone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God.
So
But
we want to end with uh main like Rumble stuff, Royal Rumble stuff, since that's this weekend.
Let's
I
do
think
it.
it's about time. I think
Mhm.
that's the way to go out is, what's going to happen at the Rumble. Because there's
Yeah,
so much,
the odds change. Like it used to be Punk was the favorite, and I think now Gunther's the favorite to win it.
it was Punk, Rhodes, and Gunther. So now, there's so many swerves, and obviously the dirt sheets throw a bunch of shit in. But,
Mhm.
yeah, so now they had like Punk do this like face off with like Cody Rhodes on Raw where they like cut because they've been also been having like little segments in between because like they both want to win the Royal Rumble and finish both of their stories.
Mhm.
That's what it's about, finishing stories this year and last year and forever. But yeah, so like but they, got heated with each other. And then Gunther did his promo, came out and Seth Rollins and said that he's going to win Royal Rumble and he's going to face him at WrestleMania. So then after that happened, everyone's like, oh, yeah, backstage, everyone's saying plans changed. Like now it's Gunther versus Rollins, and he's going to take Rollins' title from him at WrestleMania. And it's going to be The Rock, 100%. Yeah, The Rock versus Roman, and then Punk versus Cody.
Mhm.
But yeah, just based off of like the stuff going on in Raw, but it's just like I feel like Trips is dope and he's done a lot in the past and has like done really good swerves,
Uh-huh.
Garments.
I mean,
But yeah.
that sounds good to me. Like that's
Yeah, I mean
like that
it's
that layout.
because it's a shit show with like because we were talking about the past like every episode basically, just how do you book Mania with like a lot of The Rock is trying to be involved and the kind of odd man out scenario, Gunther too.
Yeah,
And
so you have Gunther win
yeah,
and fights it, and then you have like Cody and Punk like eliminate each other or some shit, probably
yeah, and
in
then
the
they
Rumble.
continue that. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then I'm guessing someone, and then The Rock would, so that would mean The Rock would have to become number. So would he just be? I guess he would just become number one contender because he's The
He doesn't.
Rock.
He doesn't. Yeah, he
Like he
doesn't need
doesn't have
a
to
big
win anything at
story.
Elimination
Yeah.
Chamber. But how fucking awesome would that be if he was in an Elimination Chamber match? Like his 2 matches this
It'd
year
be
was like
nuts.
that and WrestleMania.
Yeah, that
I
would be
would.
pretty
They
wild.
would.
Because
They would never risk the injury factor of that, though.
yeah, dude, it would be so, dude, that would be amazing. It is in
Mhm.
Australia too. But yeah, it's just like that's like something I feel like I've only experienced it playing the video game for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he left by the time the chamber became like a real thing. That's when he was
Mhm.
just coming back
Yeah.
once on a blue moon, and there was no reason he'd ever be in it really, because he didn't really go in the title pictures too often when he came back. He did the one
Mhm.
time with Punk, but
Yeah. The
that's what I
only.
think is funny. Yeah.
Go ahead. Wait. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but I was saying that's what's like funny is that CM Punk and Cody are like kind of butting heads, and the same exact thing that happened to Punk is happening to Cody with The Rock coming back
Yeah,
and wanting to
that's
do
true.
just like, hey, I'm back, dude. What's up?
The only thing The Rock needs to do to get a match is like to show up and point at the sign.
Yep.
So he
He
doesn't
does
really
the
need.
he
He
does
doesn't need to
he
win the
does the
Rumble.
thing.
Yeah, he does the eyebrow.
Yeah. And then he goes, yeah, I mean
He,
one of those. He
he
gets
goes,
his
"I
energy
got the
drinks on.
XFL debut to get to."
Give me one of those
Part of
Celsius
UFL.
tropical vibes. Celsius tropical vibe.
It's all about
It's
the
the energy
Zola,
drink that
dude.
likes the evil brother, Jake Paul. Everyone loves evil brothers.
Dude, are you mad that Logan Paul has a match at Royal Rumble so he can't do a cool spot in the Rumble?
Yeah, I am because, but at the same time, it's like he was in the Final Four last year, right, Logan? Final Four or five?
Probably.
Yeah, he was, and I don't think he would be in it this year, so they don't want to book him in that. I feel like, and he's got the U.S. title, so
I mean, a lot of big names aren't going to be in the Rumble because you have them fighting matches. Like you have Logan, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and LA Knight all in matches, which doesn't
yep,
mean they can't be in the Rumble, but it
yeah,
means they probably won't be.
Yeah, and
yeah,
if they
and I think,
are,
yeah.
They'll be
unless it
banged up.
makes sense for their story, yeah,
Well, I think
they're
it's to
not gonna
protect
win
all of
it.
them. It's like for sure to
Yeah,
protect all
Yeah,
of them because
for
they
sure.
know that like Punk, Rhodes, Gunther, like
I just hope it
those
doesn't make the Rumble lack star
McIntyre.
power.
I mean, McIntyre will be in. I mean, it's going to be those
hmm
four guys are going to be like probably the final four.
There's also like
And
rumors of McIntyre's contract expiring too soon, and him not
uh,
signing an extension.
hey, dude, he would
Mhm.
be a great addition to
A-Dub.
join, especially with the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
And
And
he
then he
knows what it's
just does a
like.
mustache.
He knows what it's like to be on the Indies and stuff. So like, he'll be fine if he does do that. If he chooses
Yeah.
to leave.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But what the women's rumble? Who's the favorite? Bailey right now to win?
Yeah, it goes back and forth between Bailey and number two is Becky, I believe.
And
And
who's Becky? Becky's feuding with I keep seeing it.
Rhea.
Rhea,
Rhea.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Which is
I
good
Yeah.
long
I
term.
would, I don't know. Would you put Becky? Say like Becky wins, and then you put like Bailey in like an elimination chamber with like all of damage control fighting each other,
That would be
right?
cool
That'd
because
be
then you're
cool.
booking it like she's gonna help all them, but then she's like, "Fuck you guys,
hmm
I'm taking
But
the
then
number one
again,
contender." But I don't
having
know.
Bailey win would be cool. The Rumble, because you've already
Yeah,
seen Becky win the Rumble.
yeah. Bale's never won
I
it.
think
She
Bailey has
deserves
more
one.
steam right now too.
The I don't know who reported it. I guess Wrestling Junkie. I don't know if that's a credible source, but I saw this thing where it was saying like the Royal Rumble, like the odds, like
Yeah,
for people winning and
the
whatnot
Vegas
or
odds.
betting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I reposted that.
Yeah, right
The,
on.
the the Vegas odd thing they put out,
Yeah.
which was
So the
funny.
top one is Becky. I mean, the top one is Bailey. The
hmm
in second place is Becky, then Jade Cargill, then Nia Jax, then Raquel
Forgot about Jade.
Rodriguez. What?
Forgot about Jade.
Yeah, we
Dude,
did
and
forget about it. It would
hope
be
she
cool
does
if
I
she
keep
debut.
won it.
yeah. I
She's
mean,
not gonna win it, but I hope she debuts.
if she debuts and
I
wins
hope
it,
she
that'd be
does
wild.
I hope she does a Brock Lesnar eliminating like spree.
Well, if I'm them, I have Jade debut, and then I set up the Mania match in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Which
You know,
who would you put Jade against if say you were giving Jade a Mania match? You'd have to give her like a
I
a
mean,
woman that can stand up.
Bianca comes to mind first
Bianca's the
because
money match. You're right.
that's always been my dream match. But I don't know if sometimes WWE is like smart and
They hold on to
hold
it.
on to that.
Mhm.
Yeah, they'll hold on to it. But
You could do Raquel, I guess, because she's tall too, and I don't know. You'd want to
yeah,
do
you
like
could
a powerhouse versus a powerhouse.
Yeah,
you
would
could
be
do
good.
Raquel because
As Renee
um
Paquette says, that's a lot of meat.
well
It's
it
true.
depends. It depends also if you're having her be like a heel
Better
or
on
a
Dynamite.
face. If she's a face, I mean, I would.
I think yeah,
Nia Jax
I
has been
think
super dominant. I
that's
would have her
true.
take her out. That wouldn't be a bad first person to take out for
Hmm.
her.
Yeah.
Nia Jax beat Becky, like she's on a warpath and she's trying to go for the
Well, she's
title
number
too.
4 on the betting odds. Nia Jax.
They would
Yeah,
they.
No, yeah,
they've
they
been putting no,
wouldn't.
she's
Come
not
on.
gonna win, but they've been booking her strong as fuck though. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think probably you give it to Bailey for all the reasons you're just talking about, and
Mhm. The
unless
stories there.
Mercedes Monet comes back.
That
That's
would be
true.
cool.
That would be crazy.
I had to do that.
We were talking about this a few podcasts ago. We're like, I feel like the women's rumble is so much harder to book surprises because
Yeah,
like in the first few rumbles they booked like 15 surprises at each match.
Yeah.
Because who's cool? They could bring Jade Cargill. That's cool.
Hey, listen, they could
Uh,
always bring
Camille.
Santino's sister in.
They already did
dude,
that though.
Camille would be. Dude, I would love to see Camille debut.
Yeah, that
Who
would
else
be
like
cool.
legend wise though could they bring in again?
I'd like to
Lita,
see them.
Trish,
I'd love to see them
Yeah, but we see them
open the
every
forbidden
fucking time.
door.
Wendy
I'd love to
Richter,
see them
Molly
bring in.
Holly,
Yeah,
We see them every time. Molly
Gail
Holly, I feel
Kim.
like has been in
the
like
girl
every
from Right
single
to
one.
Censor.
She's also been in like every rumble.
Yeah,
Who, Ivory? You're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Ivory.
Gail Kim would
I
be
dude,
cool, but she's
I would
like
open the
wrestling
forbidden door.
retired.
They're gonna use a lot of NXT stars for
Yeah,
sure.
they do
Because
that
like,
every year though.
and then NXT has a great women's division,
Who's
but
like a
I
free
would like
You
to
agent
think they
see
right
some
bring?
now?
forbidden doors
You
open
think
again.
Mandy Rose maybe?
Dude, that would be fucking
That would be
awesome.
cool.
She wants that big money if she's gonna come back
Hmm.
though.
What if they
She's
brought
just
in like
gotta,
Aja Kong or some shit?
dude, I wish.
That'd be
That'd be
Vince
cool.
hates her
sick.
though.
That'd be
Vince was a
sick.
jerk.
Hmm.
Did you know the whole story behind like when she came in and had that one match and like it was
Yeah, I
too
like just saw that today on Twitter for some reason.
on Meltzer's?
They're
It
bringing
was
in
on
When he
Tessa
someone's. I don't know.
Blanchard,
I think it
dude.
might. Yeah, I think it was Meltzer. Shut
I
up.
think Meltzer, yeah, he reposted it. Yeah.
Shut up.
I was like,
Yeah, listen.
thanks. Thanks,
Give the
Richard.
people what they don't want.
That's
That's
the
the motto.
WWE way. Oh, you don't want to see this match? Here you go. Here's it for 3 months in a row,
Hey, listen.
and all the results are DQs.
Hey, listen. You know,
Yeah, but I
I'm still
think
waiting for Edge to finish his story. So
you have no ads today.
I do. I have
We
an
only have
ad?
3 minutes left, so I don't know. You'd have to
No,
read
I
it
don't. I
fast.
don't have an ad.
Dude, we're not sponsored. Well, we're sponsored by
We're
the
sponsored by the
Jericho
Jericho
Rock
Cruise.
and
That's what I
Razor.
thought.
Well, this was an ad
I'll,
free. Yeah, this is
yeah, I can
Jericho
do a quick. I
Cruise.
can just do a quick ad for Jericho Cruise.
Go ahead. You have 3 minutes. Let's hear it.
Jericho Rock and Wrestling Cruise. It's already set sail, so you're late. Haha. See you next year. Bring your deodorant.
What's this cruise called? What's the tagline? I know there is one every year.
What?
Uh,
Like the name of it?
I think it's
This.
I don't sign it. I
Oh,
don't sign NDAs.
no,
I think he does though.
Yeah, no, he has other people sign them.
Oh,
I
you're right.
think,
Oh,
right?
this one's called Jericho Rock and Wrestler Rager 5 Alive.
Yeah, that's what it was. 5 Alive. I knew it
Five
was some
alive,
shit.
baby. The Ayatollah of rock and roll. What'd you guys say to him when you shook his hand on the way into the boat?
I said, welcome to Miami, baby.
I
Yeah.
said I said, why'd you do that? And it's because he did the thing where he put his hand out to shake it, and then he did like the slick back your hair. Like,
Oh, that's fucked up.
I just said, why'd you
I,
do that? And then
I was
they
gonna.
moved me along.
I built like all this stuff up in my head that I was gonna say to him, and it'd be like funny or make him laugh.
Mhm.
And then as soon as he shook my hand, I got super nervous and almost pissed myself, and then shit myself. And I just
Yeah.
did the thing, that fucking Drake did on SNL. I guess because I've been like I saw that clip again recently where he does like the Pinocchio. Do you remember that? You guys seen that?
Embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, I've
do
seen
you
that.
guys
It's a
know what
good
clip I'm
one.
talking about? SNL?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Pinocchio. They're like, yeah, because that's his thing. So
Well, how did
I
he
guess
react to that?
I'd watch that.
And then you
You see where I am right now, dog. So
Okay,
not the
yeah.
best. Not the
have you guys
best.
seen Hacksaw Jim Duggan on board or no?
No, I
No,
have.
but
Well,
I
I mean,
have
I've
seen
been in
some
here the whole time.
hoes.
The Godfather's on? I didn't get to see
Yeah,
him. That kills me, dude. I wanted to do that thing where he puts you in a big plastic tube and he fills it up with weed smoke.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I saw that. Maybe
yeah,
that's next year at 6. Whatever.
yeah. Yeah, he'll suffocate people with weed smoke next year at the
Six, six,
six.
six. That's next
Six six
year.
six.
Maybe next year we'll actually be able to do our panel and not get thrown into the fucking
Oh, well, that's another episode of Invasion Angle.
Oh,
invasion angle. Welcome.
cruising. Vacation's all I ever wanted.
Invasion angle.